Yep, I've turned up the quality on the recorder again, so hopefully this should be even better. Hello, I'm Jeff, and welcome back to part 3 of Simpsons Hit and Run. This is... say your name.
Tyler.
I sort of forgot our traditional intro there, but welcome to the second sort of environment of the game, which is sort of downtown.
Downtown Springfield, yes.
Next to the old Jebediah Springfield statue.
I think you can break the head off on it, too.
I was thinking of the old Jebediah Simpson episode where Bart cuts off the head of the statue, and it's actually one of the better episodes. I think it's a lot of people's favourite, or at least one of the ones they really, really remember.
Is that the one with the snakes?
No, I think of the one where Bart cuts off the head of the statue to impress some kids.
I remember him cutting off the head of his statue, but I don't remember that episode per se, so... I do remember a snake hunting episode where it's all based on hunting snakes because of Jebediah Springfield.
Yeah, who also turned out to be a pirate.
Most taverns downtown, by the way.
Yeah, which makes so much sense.
Why is this mission timed?
Because, Tyler. Because of reasons.
What are those reasons?
Shh, quiet you.
Quiet you. We don't need reason.
No, well, I think the quiet you was a reference to an episode, but I've forgotten where I heard it. I've heard it in The Simpsons, I just can't remember where. Yeah, The Simpsons doesn't really have good writing a lot. It's to the point where you can just quote a joke and people will know, oh, that's from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't
Although a lot of the newer episodes aren't very quotable.
Yeah.
Because they're like pretty much just a toned down Family Guy.
Ooh, Family Guy. The thing is, I really like the early series of Family Guy. It's really funny and fresh.
Yeah, that's my idea with most shows I've watched lately. It's all the older episodes have good writing, and lots of the newer ones aren't all that great.
Well, I was going to say every show tends to be milked if it's successful, which is just the nature of television, I guess.
Well, yeah.
You either get cancelled or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Family Guy's gotten really generic lately.
I don't know. Yeah, its references used to be clever. Now they just seem random. And like, I know the show has always had a dark side with Family Guy, but it's gotten to the point where I can't stand the characters. I think they're horrible people.
They're all just greedy, really.
Yeah, and like for example, the Meg jokes. I find them really mean-spirited now. But,
Meg's probably the only good character, and actually, at some point, she's not even a good guy.
No,
good girl, guy. She looks like a guy.
Yeah, the thing is, what she does is kind of understandable sometimes. I just thought of the episode where a guy who happens to be gay has a crush on Chris. So Meg sort of drugs Chris and sort of arranges for that guy to have sex with him. And see, it sort of sounds sort of funny in a dark way when I describe it, but like I said, stuff like that makes the characters seem really unlikable. But
there's this one newer episode that it wasn't really all that dark, but it was actually kind of funny in a way. It was with Meg and Chris. They were both at a party, and they were all in costume, so they didn't know each other was which. And then they were playing Spin the Bottle together. They didn't know either. Then they both got picked, and they ended up in the closet making out.
Yeah.
And then someone opens up the closet, and they find out, oh, Meg's making out with Chris.
I do remember he's dressed as Optimus Prime.
Yeah. And Meg's a slutty cat.
Anyway, welcome back to Family Guy Hit and Run Part 3.
Welcome to Simpsons Hit and Run, where we talk about Family Guy in no relation to Simpsons.
Well, I can imagine the Family Guy Hit and Run. It'll be just pointless murders. And then
it will just be Peter laughing all over the place.
Or you'd play the game, and at random points, it would cut away to like a bonus mini level, and then cut back.
That has nothing to do with the main plot.
Yeah. The love tester. I was thinking there was sort of like a joke episode where Grandpa's ghost was in the love tester. Am I thinking of that properly?
I don't think it was Grandpa's ghost. No. It was some other. It was some other person's ghost though.
No, I think it was Grandpa. Yeah, love test Grandpa, which I didn't realise at the time, but that was a parody of like old sitcoms. And apparently there is this American sitcom which I am glad we didn't get in the UK, but it's one where like someone's mother dies, and the ghost of his mother is sent back into a car.
What?
So the guy owns a car with the ghost of his mother, and yeah.
Hopefully Canada didn't get it either, because let's just leave that in America.
You could make negative comments about how insane American television can be. Although on the other hand, you've got to appreciate their creativity.
They're better than Canadian television. I can say that. Canadian television can't come up with anything.
I wanna be smug and say British TV is so sophisticated, but we have Simon Cowell, and he sort of invaded the rest of the world with his crap TV. But
that name rings a bell. I'm pretty sure I should know this, but I don't know this.
You don't know Simon Cowell?
Mind refreshing me on this idea?
Oh, he's sort of like a talent judge. He's like
American Idol guy.
Yeah.
I just seen that Simpsons episode just today yesterday with Simon Cowell in it, where Mo becomes a judge in American Idol. It was one of the newer episodes too.
Well, that's
I don't know why I didn't think of Simon Cowell, the guy from American Idol.
Well, to bring it back to The Simpsons here, that's actually something the show is famous for, having so many celebrity voices.
That's because it's a really good show, though. A lot of celebrities are like, I want to be on the show. And that just worked to Simpsons' benefit.
Now this guy here is the Honor Roller, again, used in an episode where I think they were doing a parody of a soap box derby.
Yeah. I think it's Martin's car, even.
Yeah.
Not even Bart's car.
Oh, it is. Because in the show, Martin breaks his arm and can't drive it.
And then Bart does for him, I think.
But I was going to say, later on in the game, you can actually get faster cars, but this one has really good handling. And it's really small, so...
It's nice to maneuver with. No one ran over you. Why'd you dodge? And how did you dodge? You're big.
Have you played the game Driver on the PlayStation?
No, I told you, I wasn't much of a Sony guy.
Oh, yeah.
I was basically all Nintendo until I got my PS3, and then I got an Xbox.
Well, that was sort of like a Grand Theft Auto type sandbox driving game.
I think my friend has this game called Driver 3, and apparently he sucked really bad at it because he threw his TV remote at the wall while playing it. And he also broke the game disc by, yet again, throwing it at the wall.
Well, I was going to say, the first Driver game, it did start off like Grand Theft Auto.
He had a road rage. Get it? Because it's a driver.
But, what?
I don't know what you were talking about. What is it?
I've got this on mute, so if someone said road rage, I probably missed it.
No one said road rage. I thought road rage because of Driver, and then he threw the disc at the wall and smashed it.
That's what you were trying to... that went over my head.
Was it not clever?
I was thinking about the game. I thought, hang on, road rage. This is hit and run. What the?
This is. Oh no, this mission's not called road rage. I think it's called Box Nerdula or something. Why are those two women with comic book guy? That one lady's pretty old, so I think it's his mother.
I don't know, but I do remember that this shop here, it's an internet cafe, and it's called the Java Server.
Yeah,
which
that's pretty.
Yeah.
Sweet. By the way, comic book guy's name is Greg, which was stated in one of the newer episodes. I don't know which one though.
Oh.
He was downloading internet porn, and then someone stated his name or something. I don't know. That's why you don't download internet porn. You just keep it on the internet and just view it by yourself.
Tell me more about this, Tyler. Explain to all our viewers.
I don't.
In fact, I'll send a download link to Tyler's browser history. So.
Oh, I use Incognito.
Oh, I remember when that feature was advertised in like TV ads in Britain,
What?
and the guys was, and I remember the scenario in the advert, and the idea they used was it was a guy buying a present for his wife for her anniversary, and the joke being that, oh, I don't want my wife to find out and ruin the surprise. And I'm pretty sure everyone who saw the ad thought, yeah, we're not going to use it for that. But I love how they come up with an innocent explanation like that.
Oh, are you using Google Chrome right now?
I'm using Chrome, yeah.
Hit Control-Shift-N, that opens up Incognito. Don't ask me how I know this. It says at the bottom, going incognito does not affect the behavior of people, servers, or software. Be wary of people standing behind you. It's like they know.
Oh, if you ever Professor Frink, who has a green lab coat, which you've said before, you actually haven't seen Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Nope.
But there's a mad scientist in there who wears a green lab coat.
Yeah, you stated that when we recorded this last time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also he's based off Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis. I'm not. If it's a reference to something I don't pay attention much about, I'm not gonna get it.
Well,
what's Jerry Lewis?
He's a comedian from the 70s.
Oh, that's probably why. I'm too young for that. Being a kid has in the very, very late 1990s means I probably won't know much about older stuff. Although I do know a lot about video games and old video games.
Well, I was thinking, if you grow up now or later, it could be hard to connect with people because, for example, when I was young, we have television, which we still do, but pretty much everyone would watch television. But now, because of the internet, it's less likely we'll all be watching the same stuff.
Yeah, especially with the internet. What's it doing?
It got stuck. See, if this
was my AI broke for a bit there. Sorry.
See, if this was a race, I could have carried on and won it, but no, I had to wait for him.
Yeah. What were we talking about before? Oh yeah, we were talking about internet and TV.
Yep.
You were saying something about it?
I pretty much said what I wanted to. Just we won't all be watching the same stuff nowadays.
Yeah. We're watching this same stuff, Jeff. Chief Wiggum's hair looks really white there.
You're right.
Maybe it's not Chief Wiggum. Maybe it's his father. Wait, don't they show Chief Wiggum's father in one of the episodes and he has white hair like that?
They probably do.
I remember something like that.
Actually, no, speaking of Chief Wiggum, is he married to his sister? Or what I mean is he has a wife that looks a lot like him.
Oh no, you hit him. Oh, you lucky bastard. Whenever I hit him, he always just rolls down the hill really slowly until right at the bottom of the hill he gets up. So I have to wait like 3 minutes for him to get up.
Well, I should probably just clarify, but one episode, like, Chief Wiggum lives with this blue-haired woman that looks a lot like him. And I think in one episode they might state that that was his sister. In other episodes they said that was his wife, or maybe I just misunderstood it, or they actually changed their minds or something.
They don't use older episodes in newer episodes and whatnot, so if it's a reference to an older episode, I don't see it. So it's probably just them not paying much attention to the older episodes.
Speaking of which, I know the newer episodes get a lot of slack, but the funny thing is they're still some of the best comedy on television.
They do have some clever puns in there.
Yeah.
There's this one pun on the side of a cab vehicle. It's like not quite yellow, but it's stating that it's not like a yellow taxi. It's some just barely darker sort of yellow taxi. And they have to state that on the side so it doesn't seem racist.
Huh.
As if yellow people. And yellow people in The Simpsons are the white people of our reality.
Oh, epic jump here. But
Oh, damn it! Oh, that guy won it for you. Or that's what it looked like anyways.
And apparently the people are yellow in The Simpsons because Matt Groening wanted it to stick out. Like, say if you were cycling through the channels, and if you come across The Simpsons, it would, like, stand out to you. Which it would, actually.
One thing I did notice, watching an older episode of The Simpsons on an HD TV, sometimes The Simpsons are bright yellowish green.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Yeah, I know. It's probably because of some of the older coloring or something, but I have no idea why it's like that.
Yeah, and their animation looks really weird in the old episodes. Look really unpolished.
Yeah, well, it's probably just because it's older, anyways.
And they probably had like a really low budget.
Production standards have gotten a lot higher in the recent years, so. Well, sometimes. Sometimes production standards is like, as long as people buy this movie, then it should be fine. Anyways, here's a Cletus mission, where most of Cletus's missions revolve around the flat meat.
And what's interesting in this mission, we're on Cletus's side, but when we play as another character, we'll be against Cletus. So, I guess it's interesting to see different perspectives.
Bart Simpson at your service. It's kind of funny because it's switching between the good and the bad characters, technically. Would you consider Bart a bad character or anti-hero sort of character?
I would say more anti-hero because he'll probably... Well, actually, that's hard to say because he does some sort of mean stuff in the episodes. But he eventually does do the good thing in the end.
Well, sometimes he's forced to, though.
Yeah.
I like the banjo here.
Oh yeah, very fitting.
Until the violins take it up a bit. Sometimes the violin chords aren't that great, but the banjo strumming sounds really good. Like right here.
Now, I remember this mission taking me like several attempts to complete, but when I re-recorded it, I managed to do it the first time round.
That's a weird thing with me in this game in general. Somehow, I do really bad the first time I play the mission, then the next time I just do really good. One thing to note about this game is sometimes there's cuts. If you decide to skip a mission, you can do that by failing the mission multiple times. If you skip a certain mission, there's always a cutscene in the middle of a mission, and it will not play that cutscene if you skip that certain mission that's attached to the cutscene.
Yeah, that's a good point about the game mechanics. That if you have trouble failing a mission over and over again, he just asks you if you want to skip it, which can be quite a blow to your ego.
Oh yeah, especially if you think you're high and mighty with this game. You'll be like, oh god. Especially if you're bragging to your friends that you're really good at this game, and then you are asked to skip a mission. Well, you could blow it off as like, it's just a speedrunning tactic.
Out of the way, wannabe.
Some missions actually do get pretty long.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it kind of reminds me of an extreme sports game, where essentially the actual missions you do don't take more than a couple of minutes at most, but...
We got the point of this game!
Only the third
the
part
hit and run!
Yeah, essentially, if you hit enough people or objects, you will build up your wanted meter, and then the cops will come after you. And if they catch you, you lose 50 coins as a fine.
Which isn't that big of a penalty, though.
Mine.
You hit a wall there. Pausing won't save you.
I didn't do it.
And at this point, I'm also trying to lose another car.
With the cops on your tail, too.
The Bart man knows
One thing I like about this game, over Grand Theft Auto... What? Why was that cop still after you? It was a bad idea for that cop to go at you head on, by the way, because he kind of died there.
died. He got vaporized. He just sort of.
He's just gone.
Move it or lose it, Tool.
I like that voice there.
Not the details.
You can't hear it, but it's like,
Burgers are made of
why don't I
real
hit you with this news? Never mind. I quoted that bad. What's that guy running towards us for? Oh, he's going for his jog.
I know what quite you're talking about.
Thanks, inbred hillbilly.
Why don't I hit you upside the head with a newspaper?
Yeah, that sort of quote. Anyways, that's it for this part.
Join us again, and we've just got a satellite, so we can watch TV from the 90s.
Yeah.